Welcome to the mid-inning show, and we've seen quite a topsy-turvy first innings by RCB and the Chennai bowlers. Bhavik, what do you make of this innings and the score of 173? You think that's enough for Chennai?
Well, exactly how you mentioned topsy-turvy because we saw how Faf and Virat accelerated in the power play. But then again, Chennai spinners came into the party. All the three spinners, Ravindra Jadeja, he was economical. Moeen Ali picking up the most two important wickets of the RCB.
Yeah,
He got the backbone of Royal Challengers Bangalore. While again, Mahesh Tikshina coming into that 19th over and wrecking havoc. So yes, Chennai spinners were at the party tonight and on the upfront. So brilliant performance. But yes, then again, 170 looks good as a as a score on the scorecard. But looking at the conditions, which is there, it's a bit of on the flatter side. So and we have the local boy Ruturaj Gaikwad who has a massive record at this ground. So I guess they are a 15 to 20 run shot looking at the form of what CSK batsmen are possessing.
well, still sticking to CSK. I'm getting the vibes there. But going to you, Rishabh, we'll quickly jump to the scorecard. You think the kind of start that RCB gave, they should have easily gone and scored more than 200 runs. Was it just the spinners spinning their magic, or was it that their batsmen were not able to really apply themselves? Because Virat Kohli, his name's not mentioned here, scored a good 30, but that came off 33 balls. It's strike rate of less than 100. So when you have your openers not playing with that kind of strike rate, can you really hope of scoring big on grounds like these?
Uh, Actually, Salil bhai, I think you got the crux of the whole point here. But if you look at the scorecard, I think Lomro's innings at the end sort of salvaged a decent score for them. Fab du Plessis at the start was really very good, and we spoke about how spinners will play their part. That's exactly what you can see on the right hand side of the scorecard as well. So coming to your question, when you're playing a T20 game, it's important that you capitalize on the power play, and that's exactly what Virat Kohli has not been able to do in the last two games. You've seen a lot of pressure on Faf du Plessis to try and score those runs because from the other end the runs were not coming. It sort of was a dead end in that case. So that definitely doesn't help. And again, the problem which RCB even faced last year, they sort of tinker a lot with their batting order. I mean, if in your last game Rajat Patidar coming in at number 3 had scored runs for you, I don't see any reason why he couldn't have been played at the same number. Today he was sent at number 5. Glenn Maxwell was promoted. Lomror was sent ahead of him. And somebody like a Dinesh Karthik who's in certain form, why do you have to only keep him for the last 3 overs? Maybe send him in the 14th, 15th over, give him that extra 2, 3 overs so that he can settle down and accelerate. So a few tactical errors here and there, you can say, and that can well cause them a match at this point of time as well.
Well, we had some predictions that we made in the first innings, and we'll see how they fared on the basis of how RCB batted. And this has never happened before. Not very, not very usual for Bhavik to get all three reds. I'm sure this is an off day. And that last one, I was really watching. I'm like, all right, you know what? If Faf cannot make these many runs, they'll at least score 80 runs with 76 in the ninth over. It's weird, but yeah, good job there, Rishabh. Virat Kohli making sure he scores 30 runs in more than 30 balls.
Exact 30 runs.
Yeah, it's like he only played for Rishabh and not for RCB. Yeah, we'll see how that goes in the second innings, because here are our predictions from the second innings. And allow me to go first with Chennai batting, and last year's purple cap winner Ruturaj Gaikwad will
Orange,
score
I guess.
more than 30 runs. Oh, sorry, orange cap. Will definitely score above 30 runs. The RCB's most economical bowler would be Harshal Patel. According to me, that's my second prediction, because Harshal has that kind of change of pace, and on a pitch that's suited for the seamers, he can make that difference, although it's a flat pitch. And my last prediction would be CSK's opening stand will be anywhere between 21 to 40 runs. So going over to Bhavik, let's see if you can better than what you've done in the first innings.
Well, in pursuit of that, I want the Kiwi left-hander Devon Conway to be the best batsman for Chennai in this run chase. Critical for him to stay at the crease provide a good start alongside Ruturaj Gaikwad and consolidate after the power play. But yes, Devon Conway is the best batsman for me. While my second prediction here, the bowling prediction for Royal Challengers Bangalore would be Mohammad Siraj to take 2 wickets. Yes, I guess with the new ball, he has been the firing one in this RCB bowling lineup. They've tried banking on Akash Deep and David Willey right at the start because of a few players that weren't available. But Mohammad Siraj was the one who I felt was the lethal amongst the list. So yes, I'm backing him again today to take 2 wickets. While my final prediction here, the team prediction would be CSK's total boundaries would be above 20. Mind you, this is fours and sixes combined.
Yeah.
Over to you,
Interesting one.
Rishabh.
Thanks, Bhavik. So coming to my first prediction on the batting front for CSK, Ambati Raidu to score more or less than 30 runs. This time I'm going for less because I feel that with the kind of batting lineup CSK have, I expect somebody like a Moin Ali and Robin Uthappa to come before him just for that left and right hand combination going. And I don't see a lot of runs left for Ambati Raidu to score. So for that very reason, I guess he'll score less than 30. Coming to my second prediction on the bowling front, Josh Hazelwood to pick a wicket in the power play. Absolutely yes. If RCB need to give them a chance to win this game, he needs to do the job because they are just playing with three seamers and Harshal Patel doesn't really bowl at that much with the new ball. So he and Mohammad Siraj will have to bowl in the power play. And he's got a knack of moving the ball both ways. And with an open stadium, you can feel that a certain wind will also assist him. So I'm expecting Josh Hazelwood to pick a wicket in the power play. Coming to my final prediction, CSK to win the match. Yes, with 170
Wow.
on board, certainly it doesn't look enough. So yeah, I'm going with what I was saying from the start that yes, I still feel CSK can win this game.
Well, it's here you have it from our experts. The kind of predictions looks like a CSK win, which is coming from both the experts. But just getting back and before we get to the chase, Bhavik, you think CSK will be trying anything different today, or they'll stick to the same formula of what they've been doing to hope for a nice anchored, solid start by the openers, while the rest come and score freely? Do you think that'll be their mantra for today?
I guess yes, and even as a fan or of someone who talks on cricket, or even for a layman, I guess if your combination is if you're not changing a team combination, I guess you should sort of stick to what sort of gave you the success. So yes, they have been sticking to this plan of openers giving them a solid start. Last year it was Faf. This year Devon Conway coming up and rising to the ranks. But I really feel this should be the ideal mantra for them because this is a tricky chase. And even though the wicket is flat, we have seen hints of spin. So Hasaranga or maybe a Shahbaz Ahmed and a Glenn Maxwell might just come into the party. But then again, you have the best, players of spin in the Chennai camp. So yes, a good ideal start while solid middle order show might just help Chennai get through this total.
All right, all right. And Rishabh, since you said that Chennai is going to win, which of the bowlers from RCB you think they're going to really be going after? Because clearly you have to pick and choose. Maybe you leave alone a Hazelwood and go after the others. You think any particular bowler will be a target, or they just play the ball on the merit?
Uh, Absolutely. I mean, playing the ball on the merit is the first priority. But in case things are not going the way you plan it to, definitely bowl Maxwell. That's a fuller combination, which will be Shabazz and Glenn Maxwell. You will definitely have to go after both of them if you aren't able to go after the other top four bowlers. But certainly amongst pacer, Mohammad Siraj is one candidate you can expect them to throw their bats around because he's got the pace. He just does. If he gets a lot of swing, he is lethal. But if doesn't, he bowls those good lengths, the slot lengths which batsmen are waiting for. So I think the fifth bowler, that is Maxwell and Shahbaz Ahmed, will be their primary target. If that doesn't work, then they'll have to look at somebody like a Siraj to get the runs from there.
They might just go after him from the first over itself. Well, you have it from our experts there, expecting Chennai to chase 174 tonight. And RCB have their backs to the wall, but yes, they have a good chance because the score is good enough. It was it was good time here. I'm predicting at Time Out with Sports Center. We'll see you at the close inning show.